Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, can take hold of someone's life no matter their age, their sex, race, or ethnicity. But sadly, because of some of its wounds are not visible, there can be a stigma attached to a diagnosis and treatment. Joyce Kyles is a domestic violence survivor who founded a local nonprofit that helps others navigate the rocky road of survival. She's with us this morning to help raise awareness during this PTSD month. Ms. Kyles, welcome to Live at 9. Good to see you this morning.
Good to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's talk about your organization. You are the founder of Walking into a New Life, and your personal story, if you don't mind just sharing a little bit with us.
Sure. So Walking into a New Life's mission is to support those who've been impacted by domestic and sexual violence. And I am, as you mentioned, a survivor. In fact, this is my 13th year this month as a survivor of domestic violence. And so it was really important to me to be able to share with other people about the importance of the different dynamics as it relates to abuse. And PTSD is certainly one of those. This is PTSD Awareness Month, and so I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to talk with your audience just a little bit about what it is and how it impacts us.
And when it comes to that impact and about your group, it's very diverse, and as we kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, when it comes to domestic violence and PTSD, it can really reach a wide range, can it not?
Absolutely. And, you know, when we think about PTSD, oftentimes we're considering that it's a mental health condition that is a result of someone who's been involved in the military. And so we often equate PTSD with military combat, things of that nature. And so for me, several years ago, I was diagnosed with PTSD based on the experiences that I had gone through regarding domestic abuse. And I did not receive that well because of my association with it being part of the military. And my military experience lasted all of 6 weeks. And so then that was 20 plus years ago. And so it wasn't until I was actually really fully immersed in this work and went to a workshop, and there were two clinicians there talking about PTSD, and it was so textbook to the experiences that I had gone through. And it was at that moment that I realized, you know what, let me rethink this. Let me look at PTSD a little bit more. And that's post-traumatic stress disorder for those who may not be familiar with the terminology there. So at that point, I started looking at it and thinking, okay, this is what I have gone through. And it can be caused by a terrifying event, whether it's something that you've gone through personally or maybe something that you've witnessed. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have gone through an experience of abuse, but you may have witnessed someone who had, and the impact, short and long-term effects can still be the same.
And it also sounds like you're saying, with most people associating PTSD with maybe war, rape, murder, unfortunately, it can be very emotional, can it not be?
Oh, absolutely. And if you don't understand the triggers and don't know what's happening with you, that can make it even worse. And that there are many levels to PTSD and many clusters. And so often in this walk and in this journey, you know, people have shied away from the idea of getting help, getting support, talking with someone about their experiences. And unfortunately, you know, I've had a number of people who will say, you know, you're crazy if you go to counseling. You know, counseling is for crazy people. And, you know, my rebut is that you're crazy if you don't go, just because there's so much that we internalize in life, whether it's abuse or poverty or whatever disparity that we may be encountering. And we just need someone to talk to and to open up with. And I'm glad that I had the presence of mind to go ahead and open up to someone and talk about my experiences and better understand myself. Understanding the triggers is key.
And as you seem to be implying here, you know, at one time there was a stigma associated with this. Do you gradually, very slowly though, but see this changing, hopefully? I
do. It's something that I really fight hard for, to make sure that people are educated. With our organization, with Walking into a New Life, I really promote peer support. We started doing Pamper and Support Days in 2012. And we would partner with other agencies. Sometimes we would do it on our own. A lot of times they include a clinician, where we would have meetings. We would give self-care bags. We do yoga and all these types of different events that really focuses on self-care, self-love, and for accountability and responsibility to say, hey, I have an opportunity to take back my life one piece at a time. this is a journey, and that's why it's called Walking into a New Life. Because it's a journey, it's a never-ending journey, and PTSD is not something that you just get over, but it is something that can be treated over time. So I strongly encourage people to take PTSD as seriously as we take bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, or any other mental health condition. Again, I'm so glad that I did that for myself, and just knowing and understanding the triggers is key. Talk to your workplace EAP, talk to your physician, talk to a good friend, get involved with organizations, mine being one of them. There's so many outlets and so many opportunities for us to get the help and have the resources that we need so that we can be mentally healthy, so that we can further concentrate on our physical health.
Ms. Kyles, we appreciate your passion, and we appreciate you sharing your story and letting us also know about your organization. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, Alex.
All right, good to see you.